Joseph's dreams fulfilled. Dear friends, in today's story, we will see what happened to Joseph's brothers who obeyed Jacob and went down to Egypt. Now, Joseph was the one who sold grain to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brothers came and bowed down before him without knowing that he was Joseph. They could not have thought, even in their dreams, that the brother whom they sold was now standing in front of them. But here, Joseph's dream was being fulfilled. Joseph did not have much difficulty in recognizing them because they had not changed much in their appearance. Joseph pretended that he did not know them and started conversing with them. Joseph spoke to them in the Egyptian language instead of his own language, and there was an interpreter in between them, so they did not think that Joseph would be able to understand them. They told him that they came down from Canaan to buy grain, and that their father and their youngest brother are back home. Joseph did not believe them, so he put them all together in prison for 3 days. On the third day he released them and kept only Simeon in prison, and let the rest take grain back to their house. And Joseph commanded them to bring their youngest brother, so that their words may be verified and that Simeon may be released. Then they went to Jacob their father in the land of Canaan, and told him all that happened to them. Then it happened as they emptied their sacks, that surprisingly each man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when they saw the money, they were afraid. Jacob had not yet gotten over losing Joseph, and now when Simeon also was gone, he became even more sad. When he learned that they would not get any more grain from Egypt unless Benjamin also went down, it was more than he could bear. When they had eaten up the grain which they brought from Egypt, their father decided to send them down again, so that they did not starve to death. But Joseph's brothers were reluctant to go back, as they knew that they would not get grain if they went down without Benjamin. Then Jacob listened to them and sent Benjamin along with them. So they took the money that they found in their sack, as well as extra money to pay for the grain that they were going to buy now. And they also took a present for Joseph. Thus they reached Egypt. When Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he asked the steward of his house to prepare lunch for him and his brothers, as they were to dine with him today. He obeyed him and prepared everything. When his brothers were brought into Joseph's house, they were afraid because they thought he was going to make them his slaves. But Joseph's steward strengthened them, and he brought Simeon to them. They learned that they were to dine with Joseph in that house. When Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand, and bowed down before him. He asked them about their father's well-being. When he saw Benjamin, his mother's son, he was deeply moved, and he went to his private room and wept there. Then he controlled himself, washed his face, and came out. The men had been seated before him in order of their ages, and they looked at each other in astonishment. So they feasted and drank freely with him. They spent the night there. As morning dawned, the men were sent on their way with their donkeys. But they were not able to go far from the city. We will see what was waiting for them in the next story. God bless you.